We are just south of Pioneer Square here in the great northwest city of Seattle at newly named Lumen Field, home of the 12s. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Two teams here fresh off week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28. Well, this defense for the Lions, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that is incomplete. You talk about this Lions defense. And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
70 line, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers, go!
Looking to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Back to throw now on 1st down. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Escapes the defender. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10.
Cowboy 80, 18, Rattler, 18, ready.
He'll look to throw. It's complete to Cruz. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
The Seahawks at 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Hawk 70, Panther 11, Panther 11.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the 1st down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Cougar 19.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Viking 18, Dragon 60, Warrior 70. Let's go.
Now this time he'll look to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead.
And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start, because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, 18 Pioneer, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
17 yards. First down.
Ready? 60 Vices, 60 Vices, 18 Runner, 18 Runner.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
When you talk about this Seahawk defense,
coming into this one ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's the conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Here we go, set. Ready.
2nd and 9 now.
he's got it complete to Gibbs.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
It's a gain of 10.
Here we go, here we go. Ready,
They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 27. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Gibbs will try and pick it up. 3-0 after one on EA Sports.
A loss of a yard. Brings up fourth down.
The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with 4th down and 1. They'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Let's go now. Go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track sneakers? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go-around. Now he'll tuck this and run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the result. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
That throw taken in by Jamison Williams.
That one goes for 24 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Second and 10.
Here we go.
Back to throw here. And this is incomplete.
Intended for number 80. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw again.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they are on the board. It's now 9-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Okay, break.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of will.
And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Seattle. 43 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flipped field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 24 now. Here's 2nd down and 7.
Let's go now. 19, Tiger, 19.
Back to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Intended for number 80. Incomplete.
Hold it ready.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Cougar 19. Let's go.
They'll look to throw here. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. This time the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13.
16. Lions 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something and mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Ready.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Get it. Ready, ready.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Got his man, it's Williams. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Here we go.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Viking 18.
Now back to throw. He's got his man close. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. 18 5 Hawk 70. Go.
They're going to look to throw. Out on the right, this is Cruz. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
19 tight. 19 tight. Set. Bronco 80. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Dragon 60. Steady.
They'll look to throw again. And this one's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Cowboy 80.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's got it to Williams.
Now 2nd and 9.
At the 32-yard line.
They'll drop to throw.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Ready, right?
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
That's complete. Lambert Smith.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
At the 33-yard line.
This 2nd and 4.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
He'll look to throw.
Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
79 Broncos. Cougar 19. 19 Lions. Let's go.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
No receivers open, so who's forced to put that one into Puget Sound? That's a great job defensively.
2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
Open man is the tight end, Mason Taylor. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. He'll look to throw. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Let's go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. First down.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them? Great tendency. You can go play action and go for the big shot.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Come on, come on.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle, a 2nd and 10 now. Now to the ground, here's Walker. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 23. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Seahawks have recovered. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him.
And, oh, boy, nobody wants to see this. That's the running back, Kenneth Walker, who appears to be injured. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Ready?
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Go, Rig, go. Ready?
And now here's a carry heading left. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's taken in by Arroyo. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's good for a Seahawks. 1st down. 1st and
Here we
goal
go.
at the 9-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
At the 12-yard line.
Let's go. Check.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Give them a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
It's now 4th and goal.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So this one, Charles, it's only the 3rd quarter, but they appear to be well on their way to victory.
I would say so, because a 1-score lead you don't even count, but a 2-score lead you know it can evaporate in an instant. 3 scores, feeling good, but you know it's not over yet. But now, they've got a 4-score cushion. I think you can feel pretty confident in the fact this is going to go your way.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive will have the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Ready, set.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Ready, ready.
Gibbs straight ahead. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Ready,
So
break.
from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Ready.
Up the middle they go. It's Sherman. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
That is incomplete.
The Lions turned away on fourth down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. The offense on third down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Well, a tough throw there across his body. It's incomplete.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
85 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Looking to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And a gain of 4 gets them right to the midfield stripe.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here is 3rd and 5.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 37. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
First down. A gain of 13 yards. And the Lions first down.
Back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Let's go now.
Back to throw here. He finds Taylor, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Mason Taylor from 19 yards away. And the Lions are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
The Lions will set up for the two-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. It's caught at the 1. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Powering his way forward. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, fourth quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Here we go.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Lions.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He'll drop to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
So the victory here for Seattle. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Seahawks, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town. Meanwhile, for the